Good evening, good evening. Matthew GS here from the UK. We are 24th of July. It's currently 8:34 p.m. and this is video 2 of the 51362 EMA strategy. My previous video I did go right deep into the full strategy and we just looked at US 30, and this is just a follow-on from that video. I'm going to try and do these once a week. Now, I say try, you know, life gets busy and I've got other commitments, so I try my best to do one of these a week. But where we left off on US 30 was, I believe, around here. And I mentioned in the video with the strategy that when price hits the 62 EMA, which is pretty much the 60.1.8 Fibonacci number, it heads to that price area, or shall I say that Fibonacci area, like a magnet, and we can see some good potential reversals on that area. And as you can see, this was an absolute beautiful trade that I actually caught. Price is bullish. We're above the 62 EMA. It tapped it once, it tapped it twice, and we went in for a few buys. Now, when I had done the video, I think we stopped around here, and I twin traded so my TP1 was just above this previous high here, and I got out there, and then the twin trade, I left it in, and I'm going to be honest, I got out around here, but I should have left a few lots in because this just absolutely tanked so high. Beautiful, beautiful trade. And this is on the 4-hour time frame. So this is some crazy, crazy pips that could have been banked. Right. On the rules, I did mention that you should only really go for sells when we're under the 62 EMA. However, you can make your own rules. And I knew that because this was such a bullish momentum, that we need to always buy low and we need to sell high. So there is a lot of imbalance that was created on this massive move up. So I knew that there was going to be a downtrend, and the downtrend was formed with this liquidity grab of this previous high here, and then price started to drop down. This is a risky trade, so if you don't want to take that risky trade, what we could potentially do next is wait for the 5 EMA to cross the 13 EMA, which it did here. So we could have sold here, and like I mentioned, there is some imbalance within these areas, but if you did sell here or you did sell from the high, you could have the take profit at the 62 EMA. And as we know, price tends to normally reject off that area. Not always, it could just keep on going down. But when it does reach this area, we can either go in for a buy or we could set our take profit here. So I actually went in for the buy on the 62 EMA. So I bought here and I had my first take profit around here, and it just about cleared that take profit, and then it started to tank. Now you could have sold here as well because we tapped the 13 EMA, and then we could have seen if price broke the 62 EMA, and then we could have left a trade in, and that's exactly what I done. I actually bought here, take profit here, noticed that the price was actually reversing, so I sold, and I've actually caught this beautiful trade down here. So this is really, really good. If you haven't watched my previous video and you're just watching this one and you're wondering why my candles look this way, I use Heikin-Ashi. And Heikin-Ashi candles really help you to stay in the trade for much longer rather than getting out at a shorter notice because you see a bullish candle, you're like, oh, I need to get out now, and then you get out, and then all of a sudden the price keeps dropping down. So we are still bearish because we've still got the bearish candles, which are white on my instance, but really, really good trade. And yeah, I've been loving this strategy for a while now, and it's so easy. I used to drop down to say the lower time frames when I was in trades, but then what happened was I always tend to get out the trades a lot earlier, so I've like forced myself to not look at the smaller time frames at all, even like the 1 hour and the 15 minute, and sometimes I would just look at the 1 minute and even scalp. I mean, you could do that, and maybe I'll do some future videos on that, but at the moment I'm just sticking just to look on the 4 hour time frame. Now I'm just going to switch over to the metals, and I'm just going to look at gold. I haven't properly looked at gold for a little while, but if we just do a quick back test on it and just look right off the bat where there were some opportunities to get in, this is a beautiful trade opportunity here. If you had the alert set on the 13 EMA, you would have got an alert as soon as this candle crossed through the 13 EMA. You would have got an alert. You would have looked at the chart. You would have noticed that you was in a buy, and then you potentially could have gone in for a buy there, and you could have caught this nice move from here. Take profit would be take profit one is there, and that cleared it, and then twin trade, so you could have caught this move all the way up to here. So let's just delete this, and then as you know, we buy low, we sell high. We had the 5 EMA, which is the yellow, the 13 EMA is the green. Let's just double check that is the case. Yeah, 5 is the yellow, 13 is the green, and 62 is the purple. So as soon as those two cross, you can set an alert for when the 5 EMA crosses the 13 EMA. Let me just quickly show you how to do that. So you want to go to add alert. We use this indicator, set that as the short EMA, crossing the 51362 cloud, crossing the medium EMA. And I would do that once per bar. So that will do it as soon as the candle crosses the EMA. Sorry, the EMA's cross over, you'll get alerted. If you do it only once, as soon as that triggers once, the alert stops completely. Once per bar close is once the candle has crossed over the EMA and then it closes, you get the alert. Once per bar, I think, is the best setting for this, because as soon as it crosses over, you will get the alert. So if you set that alert up, you would have get notified that this is crossed, and you would have sold there. TP1 potentially this low, this low, this low, or this low. As you can see, it smashed through TP1. TP2, we'll say the second trade, twin trade, you hold for as long as possible for the duration of the high Kanashi candles until they change color. It changed color here, so you could have sold here and then exited the trade here, or carried on until you got down there. Beautiful trade on gold. You could have caught another move. It's a bit more risky catching the 5 EMA, but potentially you could have sold here, caught this small move down. I say small, it is the 4 hour time frame, so it is pretty big. Although it looks small, it is still a big move. So you could have caught this move here, and as you can see now, we're kind of in a maybe looking to go on an uptrend again, which is pretty cool. And looking at it right now, actually, all the three EMAs have actually crossed over with each other. So this would have been a beautiful buy, even getting in here for a buy, because this to me shows that this was a liquidity grab. Everyone's in a buy, everyone's in a buy. You've got the 5, 13 and the 62 EMA have all crossed over. It looks like we are going into a bullish move now. So this would have been a great buy to get in here. Or you could have waited for the liquidity grab, which is this candle here. It looks like this is the liquidity grab. It's caught out all these buyers. Everyone's buying. There's loads of stop losses in here. There's loads of liquidity all building up. This candle's taking everyone out. And as you can see, it's rejecting, and this is potentially going to go on a bullish run. So this would be a great trade to get in right now. So it'll be interesting to see how gold plays out. But I'm looking for gold longs as this video is created on the 24th of July at 8:45 p.m. And just quickly going, I'm not going to back test the whole of gold. If we go back to a previous 51362 EMA crossover, which happened here, it looks quite messy, it's quite wicky, but nevertheless they've all crossed over. So you could have gone in for a buy, stop loss below all these lows, and that was an absolutely beautiful trade, catching the buyer right here. TP1 probably around there, but look at this move here, absolutely beautiful on the 4-hour time frame, and getting in right at the bottom, right where you buy low. And then I did notice this earlier, this just about missed the 62 EMA, but I mean, if you did have the alert for the 13 EMA, you would have got notified for this, and you could have seen that this candle was a liquidity grab, and you could have gone in for a buy there and then caught this move from here all the way up there. Beautiful move. With the 4-hour time frame, unfortunately you do have to be more patient, but I do think it's better to be more patient because you can get these absolutely killer gigantic moves rather than intraday trading, just waiting for the smaller moves all the time. I'm just going to quickly finish off on a bit of crypto. I never look at crypto. I haven't looked in Bitcoin for many months, but just going to see if there was any opportunities for Bitcoin. There was a move there. There was a tap on the 13 EMA there, and let's just go down. You can see the 5, 13 and the 62 EMAs all crossed here, so this was a buy signal here. So that was a killer gigantic move that you could have caught from the crossover right there, catching this massive move up there. So that was beautiful. Let's just see on this downtrend. Again, all the three EMAs have crossed over, so you could have sold here. And then if you had your alert on the 13 EMA, which I recommend more than the 5 EMA, this actually tapped it beautifully here to the pit. I mean, I say to the pit, to the EMA, but you could have caught a sell there as well and caught this massive move down, which was absolutely beautiful. Let's just quickly see if there's any other opportunities on this downtrend. We're under the 62 EMA, so I'd only look for sells. We've got the crossover here. Price has come up. Price is actually rejected of the 62 EMA, so you could have sold here. And then we are on a nice downtrend. Price has come up. This rejected off these EMAs. The 13 EMA. Another sell signal there, Absolutely beautiful, guys. Like when you really look at this strategy and you train your RAS, a particular activating system, to just notice these patterns and these patterns only, and it filters out all the other patterns that you've probably previously seen. You will just only see this pattern over and over and over again, and you train your eyes to only see this, which I have done now. Like this is all I look for now, if I'm being honest with you, and it's absolutely beautiful. So I'm gonna finish off the video very, very shortly. Hopefully the microphone is a lot better now. I did look on a few YouTube channels just to try and improve the mic quality because it wasn't great, if I'm being honest with you. But now I've got some headphones, I've sorted out the mic quality and all the settings. So hopefully that's a lot better now. Do let me know in the comments if the mic is any better or if I can improve it in any way. I am one of those people that's consistently improving, not just myself, not just the strategy, but the infrastructure that I use as well, because I always want to deliver high quality value, and I can only get that as well from feedback from outside sources. So please let me know how the mic is, how this strategy is looking. Is if there's anything you're not unsure of, drop me a message in the comments. I do have the Trademasters free Telegram, which I'll link as well. And yeah, appreciate you looking and watching this video, and I will see you next one. And don't forget to subscribe because it does help the channel. Thank you and have a good one.